Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Mystic Syndicate and the Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition Ambassadors to the Barbarian Kings homebrew. So, I'm your Dungeon Master, Brian Anderson, and once again, we're joined by our crew of interesting players. Folks, y'all want to say hi and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Shane playing Apton, and I'm just looking at our new layout, and I like it.
It's a little different.
I'm Ricky. I'm playing Armos, the sorcerer.
I'm Christy. I'm playing Athena, the shifter.
All right. So, yes. Does anybody want to give a recap of episode 9? Or do you want me to jump in and do it? Oh,
I got it.
Ooh.
I kicked butt.
Oh, okay.
That's all you need to know is I kicked butt. We were attacked by 6 hobgoblins. I killed 4 of them. Apton killed 1 with the shatter thing. Armos put half of them to sleep. I started picking off the ones that didn't get to sleep, and then we started going after the ones that were asleep. And 1 got away. But
that's a good wrap up. Yeah, you covered, actually, that was the entire 2 hours of play was pretty much combat. Actually, I believe the first 10 minutes was wasn't so much as but as soon as dawn came, yes, the hobgoblins definitely attacked your party. So loads of fun with that.
They are no more.
That's right. They are
Except
no
for
more.
the one.
Right. So as many of you may have noticed that there was a little bit of change in the overlay. I had a chat with Ricky last week, and we were kicking around some ideas. And we're also going to be doing something a little bit different with our Roll20 actual scene. So what's going to happen is when we switch over to combat, we're actually going to be going to a different scene. And when we do that scene, you are going to see the entirety of the Roll20. So actually, you will not be seeing any of us, but you will see our names down at the bottom of the screen. You will see that the players are definitely in control of their characters and the icons that are on board on the Roll20
and the drawing.
And the drawings, yep. You will definitely see your icon drawings, yes. Yes. So eventually, if we ever decide to make our drawings our Roll20 icons, then we will switch to small icons, and then they'll be able to actually see your hand-drawn icons at the bottom instead.
I meant they can see our drawings when we draw Z's above the characters because they fell asleep or something.
Yes, yeah, they'll be able to see. Yeah, they'll be able to see all those, which is fine. Yeah, they'll be able to see all of them in all of their glory, and they'll be able to also see the chat. And every time that they make rolls, and there will also be a section for the turn order, so you'll be able to see that also. It'll be nice.
Heck yeah, super upgrades.
That's right.
Brian's the best.
I don't know if you know this, but everybody comes here just to see me, Brian. So you're taking away from the ambiance.
You and your bald head.
Bald is beautiful, baby.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Okay. I try, but yeah. So so there has been some small upgrades. If you notice that we actually have a logo at the bottom of the map. See the dragon with the sun behind it and the whole 9 yards. It says Mystic Syndicate. Yeah, we're getting there. Also, remember to visit us on Facebook. You can see our Facebook address right over there on the side, followed by our Reddit. And if you ever want to send us email, there is our email. So please make sure to drop us a line, say hello, and we will be more than happy to chat with you. So if you visit our chat anytime, say hello, and you will be accosted by probably Shane, which is okay. So that's not a bad thing. Okay, so I guess we should go ahead and get started. Well, the last time that we were all together, you all had just finished with a hobgoblin assault on your camp. 3 of your teamsters were slain. Oh, did we lose somebody? I think we lost. Did we lose Ricky?
It looks like
We lost
everything
Ricky.
shifted. No, it looks like everything shifted. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because when we lose somebody, everything shifts. Shane is not Armos.
I am Armos.
Shane, he's the new
I'm
Armos.
one who sleeps with the water nymphs.
Oh man. Well, hopefully he comes back. It'd be kind of terrible if he doesn't. Oh, but now Christie's picture is like much better. I could actually work with it now.
She's the shifter. She's shifting between a mouse and herself.
Like always, folks.
It's my new form. I'm trying it out.
Yeah, like always, folks. It's one of those strange things that we have technical difficulties either with the audio or with some sort of video issue or something. We try.
I'm wondering if you had a power outage.
Ooh, well, that may have actually happened, and if that did happen, then, like I said, I can go ahead and doctor this up a little bit and make it at least somewhat playable, I hope. It would be nice. Yeah. But I don't know. Hopefully he'll come back. It'd be nice if he did. We'll give him a couple of minutes. So if you are in our chat, make sure to say hello to us today. That would be super nice. And we'll see if Ricky makes it back from the great beyond, which would be great if he does. Let's see if I can get Athena in a better. Let's see if I can get her in frame here, which would be, if he doesn't come back, then we may have to just play without him, which would be really strange. And we definitely
If he does come back, is this gonna mess it all up again?
Of course. But that's what happens. It will mess it all up, but that's okay. We will fix it.
So have you had any issues with Fallout 76?
No, I've been having a blast with it.
I know that a lot of, when it first rolled out, there were a lot of issues.
Yeah, there were, and from what I gather, they cleaned it up and made it pretty sweet. Because I haven't had any problems. I've been having a lot of fun with it. A lot of lots of headshots. Today though, I think I was logging in and I was trying to get. I thought I was logging into the right thing, but I think I went to, instead of the Explorer part of it, you can go into, I guess it's the PvP part, and went into the PvP part, and as soon as I logged in, some guy decided to cut me to pieces with a knife, and I'm like, hey, that's weird. So I shot him a couple of times with a rifle just to see if he would run away, and he didn't. And eventually I was like, wow, okay, I ran out of ammunition for my shotgun because I would have shot him in the face. And then he stabbed me to death, and I'm like, well, this sucks. How does that work? So I logged out and logged back in, but this time I logged into the proper area that I was supposed to be in. And I was fine. Let's see. And unfortunately, I can't hear anybody. Is everybody muted? I hope not. Oh, is everybody muted?
Yeah, I'm muted. I'm talking to Ricky on the phone. Apparently his router just decided to say, hey, you're not getting any more internet, bud. And even though it's still apparently showing that he still has internet. So he's running some diagnostic stuff. And then he tried joining the Skype call with his phone, but when he joined, it just pulled him over to a new call. It won't let him join this call.
Oh, no.
His house is possessed.
Yeah, obviously. Possessed by demons. Well, bummer. Well, wow, that's a shame. I mean, I definitely don't want to...
It's what you get for renting from, my opinion, renting from Comcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That might be actually the problem. Totally get that. Well, that's a bummer. It's really kind of your all's call. If he doesn't make it back in a somewhat timely manner, we could always put this off till next week. I hate to do it, but it would really be kind of terrible not to have the full crew, especially with what could possibly occur this evening. So it would not be good. We'll give him a couple of more minutes and see if he can pop on. Hopefully.
He's resetting his router, and then he's going to try joining Skype again and see if that works.
Cool. Alrighty. Hopefully that'll work. You know what I need to do? I need to come up with $1
million.
Well, that would be helpful. What I need to do is come up with a scene that I can put on the technical difficulty scene, so that I can just go over and we can iron this stuff out and then be like, hey, we're back.
Gotta get one of the ones from like Neopets, where it has like the frumpy little dragon sitting there going, we're having technical difficulties. I think Neopets has gone under, so I think we can get away with stealing their info.
Oh, we can.
Can you guys see me?
Nope.
But we can hear you.
We can hear you, though. That's kind of nice.
Allow incoming videos. Let me check.
No, Neopets is still up, unfortunately.
Oh no! Not the Neopets.
Permissions. Camera is allowed only while the app is in use. We will turn it on all the time. See all permissions. Allow while the app is in use.
Well, that is interesting, to say the least.
Christie's now the map.
Christie's in the map.
Can you hear me?
Let me get
Wait, you're cutting out a little bit.
camera number 1. And then camera number 2. Oh, and we lost him again. Oh, that's a shame. Well, folks, what do you think? Oh, that sounds rough.
Rough like Scruff McGruff.
Indeed.
It just makes me want to take the router and fold it over my knee as aggressively as possible.
Well, that would be one way to do it. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if it is an update that Xfinity is pushing onto my router, can we do that at about, I don't know, 2, 3 a.m. when people aren't at home from work on a Sunday at 7 p.m.?
Yeah.
Who authorized this? Because they need to be fired.
They need to be fired.
And then Skype mobile. You're picking up my audio. That's cool. But
not your video.
Not the video. Now, on my side of things, it says it's gray, like it's trying to open my camera, and it's not. Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so I have to disable incoming video, which means I can't see you. But
oh, hey, there he is.
Yeah.
We'll wait for that, I guess.
Well,
hello, Twitch. This is mobile me.
It's mobile Ricky.
Yeah.
So have Ricky get out his dice so that he can manually do the rolls.
I was just about to say, I still got access to my notes and.
Is your character pulled up?
I mean, no, because I closed out of the tab. But it doesn't Roll20 and D&D Beyond both require internet?
Yeah,
Yes.
but you can manually roll your dice.
I mean, it's true. I don't have the character sheet, so I don't have a hotspot that I can use because my computer is not capable of Wi-Fi receiving. Yep, this is nice.
Well, I could send you a picture of your character sheet. You could open it on your phone. We can make.
Yeah, I guess I'll go get a pair of dice.
We're taking this back to the 1980s.
We really are.
You're doing a fine job at it too.
Bringing out my bag of holding.
We didn't have this issue when all we did was play with dice.
I know.
Damn you, COVID.
The official bag of holding. It's probably, is it backwards? Bag of holding. I don't know if it's streaming backwards or not. See if I got my dice in here.
Ah.
Well, actually, no, I can't send him a picture of his character sheet because it's not set to public view.
Ah. Yeah, and if I...
Yeah. No snooping on my background.
You can see I've stretched his face out really nicely in the... Oh God! Now that is funny. Now that's good stuff right there. That is good stuff. Let's see if I can get him fit. There we go. Yeah.
I guess something I can do. Did my video disappear?
No, you're still there.
You're still there. You're
okay.
Just.
I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna sign into my Xfinity, check for outages in my area. They'll tell me if my address is out of service.
Right.
In which that might be a reschedule.
Yeah. No. Totally understand.
But the router's about halfway booted up now. And I'll go test that. Outages, none reported in my area. So yeah, it looks like they probably sent out an update to my router, which makes me lose internet. But
nice.
Doesn't actually kick me off, or it doesn't lose the lights on the router.
Well, actually, couldn't you do you have your laptop? Could you use your laptop?
To what?
Use your phone as a hotspot?
That's true. I'll grab that as a contingency.
We'll make this happen. This is gonna happen.
It just, gotta jump through a few hoops. Yeah, no outages in the area.
Here we are, 21 minutes into the crazy.
Yeah. All right. Computer's back. I just dropped the crap out of you. All right. Computer's back on the internet, so I'm gonna hop on a Skype on there.
Okay.
All right.
Give it a shot.
Right.
Probably turn off your Skype on your phone there, buddy.
Yeah.
I closed all apps on my phone. How is it still open?
Do I need to kick you from the call? Here he goes. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least we're consistent.
Hey, we are. See, I think what we need to do is we need to turn this stream into a how not to stream. It's like
This is a how-to on making sure shit goes wrong.
This is almost just as good as taking a Coca-Cola, a bottle of Coke, and pouring it on your keyboard and your computer and all your monitors at the same time. Yay! Trust me, we make it look harder than it really is. I was like watching other streams and I'm thinking, gosh, it's so pretty. How do they do that? And then I'm sitting back here going, yeah, here we are. It's like, here's our train. The train is going down the tracks. And every time that we turn a corner or something, either it derails or we run over a cow.
Choo, motherfucker.
Oh, man. Eventually, boys and girls, we'll get to play some Dungeons & Dragons. One day. Next thing I want to do is move my green screen from behind me to the left, like actually behind me. So I have a... oh, hey, there he is. It's Ricky. But
Well, don't celebrate yet.
Oh no, I'm not planning on it.
So it will not let me join through the desktop. Now Shane is calling me to come back to this thing, and my phone is ringing, but the desktop app is not ringing.
Now,
can you kill the app and restart it?
Now, guys, there was an update to Skype that came out because I had to update my Skype today.
Oh, I didn't do it. I refused.
Where do I go to do that? Clearly, that's being a problem for me at the moment.
Yeah,
it says there is an ongoing call, and I can click join call. Then it says 1 of 4. That is not helpful to me.
That is not helpful.
I click on that, and it puts me in a call by myself, and that's it. And I'm like, huh? And I see it right here, join call.
Now, on the bottom.
And then hey, look who it is.
Hey,
it's Ricky.
Except for there's no sound.
Yeah, what's up with that, Ricky? God. Welcome to the train wreck, boys and girls. This is what we do here.
I'm getting static, so try unplugging your mic.
Yeah. Give that a shot and see what happens.
No, can't hear you. You can hear me now. There he is.
Hey.
So Skype switched back to the default input. All right. So in order to get back here, I had to be on the Skype call in my phone, click the same identical button to get back here on my desktop. But I had to be in the call on my phone. Somebody rake something.
It's why I refused to update anything until like a week after.
It might be on auto update though, maybe, but still, that's the jankiest thing. Like technology, you think we would advance forward, and we just rarely do nowadays. But we're here, so we're gonna open up D&D Beyond and get the ball rolling. Dude, I'm sweating.
That's the
And my face is stretched. Fix it.
I'm working on it.
Dandelion.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, I'm wondering if I can just do like a reset on your cam. Because right now it is like so totally like crazy. It won't let me do it. Okay, that's fine now. I can make this fit. We're going to shrink him down and make him look right. Then we'll fix him. Hopefully.
Oh.
And one day...
I think I am fully hooked back into the system.
Ooh, he's back into the Matrix.
Boom. Test roll and everything.
Red pill or blue pill? I'm taking them both.
I like purple.
Okay, I need to figure out how I can get you back to normal looking without looking like a complete nut job. There
We've been trying that since birth,
There we
Brian.
go.
It's been a problem.
So
It's
there. Oh,
there we
Jeez.
go.
that was
Better?
awesome. Boom, in 2 movements. Right back to the good stuff.
Dang right.
And I sound good?
You sound great.
All right.
Okay. You're looking good. You're sounding good.
I'd say I'm feeling good, but honestly, I'm still stressed. There's a lot of cortisol in my system, a lot of anger built up. Over here.
For the internet?
The internet, Skype, my phone, nothing worked.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, it's crazy. So actually the first 28 minutes of the first 28 minutes of the live stream will probably be cut and thrown into the toilet.
No, leave it.
No, you want to leave it?
Yeah, it makes up for the 45 minutes of no sound for last time.
It was definitely like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. That was a
Yeah.
complete train wreck. And for those people who sat and watched it, and I'm very sorry, it was definitely a technical difficulty created by me, which is probably about most of them are created by me because I'm still learning how to do all this happy stuff. So. Yeah, so if you were just joining us, you haven't missed a thing in the last 29 minutes. You're okay. You didn't miss anything. It's all good.
So I sent Shane, as soon as I had the internet connection issue, I sent him a Snapchat saying, hey, I'm frozen at the moment. It didn't send to him until just now. Yeah, because I was on the Wi-Fi. That wasn't working.
For those people just joining us, Ricky had some technical issues, and now I believe we are all good, and we should be fine. And we were able to
before the internet changes its mind.
Yeah, before.
Yeah,
before lightning strikes and we lose all of our connections.
Well, let's not jinx it.
That's a reverse jinx.
Right. Well, I mean, because you all have to think, for those folks who may or may not know, more than half of the party or the participants here this evening live in a state that is prone to hurricanes. So, and hurricane season is upon us, is it not, down there, folks?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess so. It was surprise hurricane season.
It was what?
So we had this storm blow through maybe a couple of weeks ago that was blowing 100-mile-an-hour gusts of wind. It took some trees out near me.
Wow.
Turns out there were actual water spouts as it came off the coast.
Nice.
So whatever it was, unforecast, came out of nowhere, blew through, and probably did some damage. But yeah.
Right.
Scary.
So, so in the future, there is always a chance if we have hurricanes approaching the state of Florida or making landfall anywhere in Florida, then it may end up postponing our game.
Nah, I got a generator.
He's got
He can come over. He can come over. We'll just play. I got my Jenny.
Okay.
Runs his
All
whole
right.
house.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Ready to dive in.
Yeah, let's dive into this game. So, as I was saying, you came away from the encounter with, unfortunately, losing 3 of your teamsters, and I'm not really too sure how you guys want to handle that.
Unfortunately,
Are you going to spend the time to bury them, or are you going to take them with you, or are you leaving them in the sun to rot?
I'm going to ask some of the Teamsters if they know where these 3 lived, like which area they came from.
Right. One of the Teamsters does definitely tell you, and a man named Henrik. Henrik's tells you that, well, they're all from the Greyhawk area.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're not going back that way anytime soon. So if they agree, I'll say, do you guys think we should bury them here?
Viking
I'll
burial.
talk to the Teamsters a little bit more than our group, since they probably knew them better than we did.
They're thinking that maybe the best way to go about it was, being that one of the hobgoblins got away and he may be heading back to a camp or a forward base, that they want to probably the best thing for both the deceased and also for the party itself is they're going to wrap them in the oil tarps and put them in one of the wagons and beat a hasty retreat to the city of Bardock, which is probably about a half a day's ride for you. You're almost there.
Alrighty. Well, I tell them I agree, and let's get to going.
Is there any specific? Well, they're probably not gonna. You don't have enough room in the center cart to take bodies, so you will need to figure out which cart is going to be the funerary cart.
We have 3 carts ourselves plus the one for the kids, right? Or is that
You only have 3 carts.
Okay.
And right now you only have 1 teamster for each cart.
And 1 hero.
Is there room in the 3rd cart for the dead bodies?
For the dead bodies, yes.
I say we do that, and then next time somebody wants to peek into the cart, I just pretend to be one of the dead bodies.
There you go. Yeah, so you guys going to just stack the 3 into the last cart.
Yep.
Sounds like
I was just thinking I didn't want to smell them, the smell coming back to me, but that works too.
Okay.
Do we have extra horses still?
Yeah, none of the horses were actually harmed in the making of that last encounter, so
They tried. They
did
shot at a
try,
horse, but they missed.
They better. They missed because of the mist.
Is it possible to hitch up the extra horses? Because we had 2 extra, right? Hitch them up to the 3rd wagon so that it doesn't get weighed down as much with the extra bodies?
You can. You could probably put at least another 2 horses on there if you wish.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it because we have the 2 spare horses, so we'll put them on that one so it can keep up and not get weighed down as much.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
Now I have 4 horsepower.
4 horsepower. Yeah. Yay. He's got 4
Can we loot the bodies?
The teamster bodies?
Right?
Yes. The guys. The dead evil guys that came to attack us.
Okay,
I gotta get my
the
daggers
hobgoblins,
back.
not the teamsters.
We all just assumed that you were going for the teamsters.
Yeah.
No, the guys don't.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're such awful people.
Yeah. Everybody,
They just assume the worst.
check your alignments. You guys
Yeah.
are. You guys are.
Mine's chaotic evil. Is that okay?
We've been playing too many zombie games that we're looting all.
Yeah. So while we're looting them, I want to pile the bodies up
Okay.
and burn them.
Very good. Okay, so end result, after you pile all of the hobgoblin bodies, you were able to find that there is a substantial amount of coin, and you do find that they have relatively decent armor. So, yeah. They actually,
Medium creature, right?
Yep, they are medium-sized creatures, so yes. What you're able to find is 20 gold pieces and another 15 silver. I will write that down in the chat, so you guys will be able to...
I've been keeping track of all the coin and stuff we found.
Oh, good.
Because
Yes.
that's going in our big pot.
He's kind of like our bank, since we don't have a somebody trying to derail the currency.
The Bank of Apton.
The Bank of
Yeah.
Epton, yes. Well, it's good to have a bank. So, yeah. You have 20 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces, and 30 copper. The armor that they are wearing is banded armor. So I will write that down, or I will put.
We
that down.
got
So you got
6
sets.
6 sets.
Yeah, it should be 6 sets. Banded armor.
5, because one of the guys got away.
Oh, that's right. You are correct. Thank you very much, Athena, for catching me on that one. Let's see. You also
So we can each get a set of armor, or we can either sell the other 2 or give them to the other teamsters so they don't get hit next time arrows come at us.
Yeah, I was honestly looking to get something from the next time we stopped in the town, but
I don't know if banded armor is going to be what you want to wear.
no. Is it better than no armor?
Okay, and that is what they had on them. So everything in the chat.
I'm looking through.
I can't see it. Oh,
I'm
that
looking.
chat.
I'm looking through D&D Beyond's equipment for armor. I don't see banded in there.
It's D&D Beyond's a little iffy with the inventory stuff. I'll send you the stuff to look at.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, if you can find it and drop it into the Roll20 chat, if you get a chance, so that everybody will kind of get a see what the banded armor. Unless I'm totally mistaken and I'm relying once again on my Pathfinder brain, because they had banded armor.
Yeah, banded mail, I think, is what they call it on
Banded
here. It's considered heavy armor.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
And that's why they had.
Maybe that's why.
That's why they had an 18. That's why you guys were like, why do they have 18 armor class?
Yeah, so there's a chance that I can't wear heavy armor.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, you're a sorcerer, so there's probably a good chance you can't.
I should be able to.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yes. Athena definitely could wear it. What are you wearing now?
I have no idea. Clothes, hopefully.
Clothes, she says. I've just been walking around like a brick house, letting it all hang out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's smoldering armor. There's
Oh, I have
chain.
chainmail.
Okay, you got chain? Okay.
Yeah.
That's considered, I believe, medium.
Is chainmail or banded better?
You get
That's
some
what I was
disadvantages with heavy armors.
Right.
Chainmail is heavy.
Chainmail is
Chainmail is
medium, I believe.
It says.
Nope, it says heavy armor.
Oh, it is heavy. Wow. Okay.
They change stuff around.
Well, look at that.
Well, so I probably shouldn't wear it. If it's heavy armor banded, then I shouldn't even be questioning, because my best AC that I have is due to my dexterity. So
Ah,
yeah,
very nice. Okay.
gotta stay light on my feet.
well, good. Okay, yeah. So after you collect all of the loot, and the Teamsters wrap their comrades up in the oilskins and place them in the third cart, they start getting everybody into the carts and start finding their way onto the pathway north. So it probably took let's see, between all of the overlapping strips of metal. Oh, very good. Yeah, for those people who are interested about banded mail, Apton has dropped it into the chat for us. So take a look at it. So what ends up happening is it probably takes you all about a good half hour to finally get everybody together and everything on the road once again. And so you start to make your way north, and about another 20 minutes out from your campsite the night before, I need all of you to make a perception check.
Doing good this time.
Yeah, you are. Wow. Okay, yeah, you all are actually probably in a more heightened state because you remembered that one of the hobgoblins got away and you're kind of were worried that there may be some repercussions from allowing one to run. And it looks as though your fears may have been well-founded, as Heinrich, the teamster in the front with Apton, looks back and says, "Well, it looks like they caught up with us. It looks like they've set a trap. Well, what do you want us to do? Do you want us to try to quickly get past, or do you want to stand and fight?"
Ahead of us, or they're coming up behind us?
They were actually off to the sides. I'm going to show you the map now so that you can get an idea of what is going on. And then I will share that map with the players.
Woo.
All right. Let me know when you guys can see it.
I can see it. That was a smooth transition.
Was it pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hope
not
the
too
sound
bad.
came over.
Yeah, that's good. Alrighty, so you guys are not having to worry about a sneak attack, unlike the last one, where they came out of the sun in the morning for you. This one you are well aware of, and you can see what's going on. What do you want to do? You can see that there is at least...
Is that a wolf?
5. It is a. It looks to be some sort of gigantic wolf.
It's either a wolf or a Sarco. I mean,
a what?
Sarco. It's from Ark. This game we play. It looks like a giant crocodile.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't learn their lesson. This is interesting. Yeah, I remember he said last session, "Oh, I could have thrown a bear at you guys. It's part of the encounter." And now here we are with a wolf.
And so, you were thinking of bugbears?
Yeah, bugbears.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I guess we should roll initiative and see how we want to do this.
Make sure to click on yourself.
Yep. Make sure to click on your creatures.
It's so weird. I got to click on D&D and then go back to, or click on Roll20 and then go back to D&D. Beyond. I'm not ready to fight.
You're not.
I am.
You are.
I'm not.
All of you should be ready to fight.
I'm ready to fight. I'm just, I'll go last or whatever.
Tied for last.
Okay, so let's do our descending order. All right, looks pretty good. Let me just so everybody is on the thing here. I really like this much better, that we can actually see everything, and it's it's a little bit it's just a little better. Alrighty, so Athena, how do you want to proceed? You guys are actually still kind of in motion, but it looks as though from up at the beginning or ahead of you, Apton, your teamster sees that it looks as though they have created some sort of obstruction in the road ahead.
Well, I guess it's her turn, so
Yep.
I'll let her react before. Now, did you put the extra 2 horses on there after I said it, or was that how you originally had it set up?
No, I did that after you said it.
Okay, I was like, damn, we're on the same wavelength here, but...
No, that's the beauty of having more than one monitor. I have like everything up, and all I have to do is just like add stuff as I go.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we're working on it. We're getting better. So, Athena, what you thinking about doing?
Trying to decide if I want to jump off and run, or if I just want to use my crossbow.
That guy right there is that guy is in the visual. That guy definitely is not. Well, he's kind of like behind, like 3/4 cover, because he's using the tree, the actual trunk of the tree as cover. Now the other one to the
He'd be closest to run. That's why I was. 40, 50.
Look at all the pretty arrows. Look at all the pretty.
I'll try my bow first.
Okay.
To that lower left guy.
Okay. Very good.
Not that this is going to do very much.
22.
Holy cow!
22 hits.
Not better than I thought it would.
There you go.
That's a 19. Is that a critical, or ranged weapons are 20?
3 piercing. All right. Very good. All right. Let's see.
Does it say the crit range on those objects? It doesn't say on my dagger, which is weird. Crossbow. Yeah, D&D Beyond doesn't say the crit range of weapons.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That
Well, while he destroys us with the other 3, I'll see if I can find it somewhere.
So the other, the Hobgoblin Captain takes a 5-foot step and throws his javelin at Athena. You gonna get javelined.
The chief is on the right side? Or captain?
And he rolled an 11, which missed. So it went whoosh. Very nice. All right. Let's see. This hobgoblin here is going to shoot at this teamster. So he's going to actually take a 5-foot step out. He's got his longbow. And he is going to shoot. Ooh, with a 20. And it's going to be... No, it's longsword. Why did I hit longsword? Sorry. Longbow, 14. And only does 2 points of damage, which isn't too bad. He's still alive, but he has an arrow sticking out of him. Terrible. Alrighty. Let's see. That hobgoblin went. That hobgoblin went. That hobgoblin has not went. So he is going to step out from behind cover and also take a shot at Athena.
So, real quick,
because they know she's the badass. What's that?
Crit ranges got changed in 5th edition. Everything is 20 on crit range, unless you have like feats that change it.
Aha! Okay. There you go. So he's using his longbow against Athena and misses terribly. Next is Mr. Warg. Now the Warg. Let's see what he's planning on doing, because he's got a nice... Let's see, how many feet away is he? Let's do a little bit of... Let's do some maths. Oh,
is it possible to do an intimidation and cast a spell?
Intimidation and cast a spell?
Yeah, let me see how long the spell takes. 1 action.
1 action.
And then, let me see, intimidation.
Then, of course, Roll20 does something weird, which means freeze up.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Roll20. Get with the program. Why do I pay for you? Okay, so he is going... This Warg is actually going to move here using his full movement, and he is going to try to attack this person right there. Your other teamster. Let's see how he does. Bite. Oh my, that definitely hit, and it will DC 13 strength save. And he actually, the Warg jumps up, grabs the teamster, pulls him out off of the cart, and kills him right in front of you. The horses panic on your cart, Athena, and start to gallop away in a different location. So actually, this poor guy is on the ground here. He is dead. Actually, we should probably go ahead and add the little... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. We'll add the red X of death over him. And your cart now starts to head in the opposite direction from the horse. So it is actually going to be heading like off to the side there. So the next time that we get to you, you will actually probably be like over here somewhere. All right. Wow, this is just turning weird. Apton, what are you planning on doing?
Well, now. I was going to do one thing, but now I might have to do another.
Okay.
Let's see. How far are you? So if I get to where my arrow is pointing, I'm within attack range of said wolf, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hippity hop on over here.
Okay. So you're going to jump off the back of your cart? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to... actually, that's actually a really good idea.
What you going to do?
I'm going to reach out and inflict wounds. So I'm going to make a touch attack against him.
Right.
And pray to God it hits. And cast inflict wounds.
Okay. Very good.
Let's see if it hits.
Cool.
So you go against their touch AC, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure 22 is going to hit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I am casting this at second level.
Okay.
So it's going to do a wee bit more damage.
Nice.
And... Oh, interesting. It rerolls the... Okay, that's cool. Ignore the to hit roll.
Okay.
And it does 19 is to hit. And the damage is 27.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Wow, man.
Swallows them
27.
whole.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. And unfortunately, once again, I don't know why. Let's let me reset all of that one more time, because for some unknown reason, roll 20 is being very, very difficult. May end up having to look at a different one that also uses D&D Beyond. I believe there are other ones, because this is becoming
A pain. Is it maybe because you didn't have them selected? You had the...
Well, no, I was trying
okay.
to select him so that I could... how many points of damage was it? 27?
27.
Yeah, so you actually kill this thing outright. That is awesome.
Nice.
That is cool. Yeah,
Reach out and
I
touch
am
face.
very, very impressed. Wow. Okay. So that's great. So this hobgoblin is now going to step out here, and he is going to shoot at Heinrich with his bow. And he misses. Yay. All right. So we're now back up at the top. Oh, no. Armos.
My
I
turn.
almost forgot Armos. Armos, what are you planning on doing?
Is it possible to intimidate and cast a spell? Because I know speech is free. But...
Right. You know what? Why not? Give that a shot and see what you can do.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to intimidate the group. I'm going to say, clearly you haven't learned your lesson. Your previous group was double these numbers, and now you insult us coming with less of a party. If you don't want to die, leave. So roll intimidation. Please be high. I quit.
9.
Nah. Denied.
And I probably don't have an inspiration because I gave it to someone. That's nice.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
still have mine that I haven't used.
Is it too late to ask for it during the...
Yeah, unfortunately you already rolled. So
it's a preemptive
yeah,
thing.
that is a preemptive thing. So,
all right,
gosh,
then
that was painful.
the second thing is a suggestion.
Okay.
The suggestion is going to be targeted towards the captain of this group.
Okay.
He gets a will save against this spell. I'm going to share it here. Casting. It's a second level spell. Suggestion. Share.
Okay.
So apparently that just shares the DC display. Here we go.
There we go. Very nice.
So
okay, duration up to 8 hours. Use just course of activity, limiting sentence or 2. Magically influence creature. Okay. Okay. Well, that seems pretty straightforward.
So we'll see if he does DC 13 before I say what my suggestion is.
Okay, sure. So you go ahead and cast the spell, and he is going to make a wisdom saving check. Ooh, tell us, what is it that you are suggesting?
My suggestion is to order your troops to stand down and retreat.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, he did fail his wisdom saving throw, and he is now going to bark out that order. So as you see, as soon as he does that, you see the other three hobgoblins relax their weapons, and they stare at him kind of surprised, but they do not question it. And you can see he also lowers his next javelin. All right. So
tell your clan not to fuck with us. And he follows that suggestion for up to 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah. So that gives you
until the task is complete.
All right. So, Athena, what you are going to need to do on your next roll is using an animal handling check. You are going to have to try to bring your horses on your cart. You're going to try to have to calm them and stop them from running loose. Holy mackerel, that's awesome.
I am one with the animals.
So as you all are watching, you see as the horses started to bolt from the Warg attack, Athena reaches out and sort of like straddling between both of them, jumps between both horses, puts her arms around the necks and starts talking to them in a commanding but yet soothing voice. And the horses listen to her. That's a good roll. That was pretty cool.
I just hear that song. Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
I know you really want to rear.
Yeah, there you go. The remix. Yeah. So
right.
Hopefully, don't fuck with this anymore. I'm trying to play my campaign. What's the obstruction ahead?
Okay, well, it looks as though they had piled rocks and things in the way. So it actually it's not that
get around it.
Yeah, you could actually probably get around it. I think what they were primarily hoping to do was just to slow you down enough to be able to do this ambush. If you had, of course, not seen them or not perceived their presence before, they would have got the surprise round, and it could have probably been pretty unpleasant. All right, well, very good. So yeah,
they're really not going to attack us anymore. They're backing off.
That's right. Yeah, because the captain rolled a 6 on it, and he has command of his troops. So there we have it.
So
all right.
I might not have killed them, but I'm gonna take that as 4 EKI. Okay.
Okay. Oh, let's see if we can get back to our maps. Yay!
Gonna go ahead and ask Athena. Now the one teamster that died is off the cart, correct?
Yeah, he's on the ground. A little bit
right next to the dead wolf.
Yeah, right next to the dead warg.
I was gonna see if Athena could pick him up and put him in the third wagon.
Okay.
The body wagon.
So now, unfortunately, Athena, unless you, I'm not really too sure what your teamster skills are like, but most likely you may be able to talk to Helenta, who can actually. She's very cart worthy, so you may end up having to have her, unless you want to take reins and control of the cart.
Do I have to roll to be able to take reins and control the cart?
No, I would say most likely your animal handling skill, your roll to calm them was sufficient to be able to at least get you to Barduk. The city of Barduk.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't take animal handling unless they are spooked or to intuit an animal's intentions.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that works too. So yeah, you're able to use the cart relatively well. So that's not a problem.
Just hold on the
Um,
reins.
Just hold on the
So-
reins.
I think that you're picking the body and putting it in the body cart.
I guess, since I'm the closest one.
You are the closest one, so
Can
I was
you
the only one capable of lifting him.
that's true too.
Can you also do me a favor and pull off 2 of these teeth off this warg, like the canines?
You just want the whole head? I can chop the head off for you.
No, just teeth.
You only want 2?
Yes, 2 of the big thingy ones.
Alright. Fine, I'll grab the fangs and rip them out. Do I need a roll for that?
No. You
Okay.
can you can just wrestle
We
them
have
from
tools.
the. You have tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
I
you.
have,
It's not
I
like
have
you have
negative
to.
1 strength.
It's not like the creature's alive and you're trying to pull them out while it's trying to murder you. Then I would be like, yeah, we're gonna have to make some rolls. Yeah.
Oh, I think I got smithy tools. I probably have like pliers or something.
Yep.
I could just go in there and yank it out with.
Oh, can we not describe that?
Yeah, you have some. You have
I
some.
have teeth pulling phobia.
You have some primitive dental tools in your bag. Yeah.
What's it like that picture where somebody's using toenail clippers to cut their tooth?
Oh God, I can't stand seeing that. It's like, oh, thanks. Or it's like in the movie Castaway when Tom Hanks uses the skate.
Ice skate? Yeah.
It's like, bang. Yeah, that's all we need. But no, you're able to wrest the 2 incisor teeth out of the, I believe that's the right teeth, out of the head of the warg, and you all continue along your way. You find yourselves that you are not molested any longer by hobgoblins afterwards, so that's kind of nice as you continue along your trek. Every once in a while, you do start to see, as you get closer and closer to the city, more signs of civilization. You do see there are farms before you, and it's not as harsh as you were thinking it was going to be. Once you got out of that wooded area here, so right now you're kind of like right along this stretch, and you would be able to easily make it to the city of Bardug by probably a little bit after mid-afternoon. And as you approach the city, you realize that it is a walled fortress city right there on the border between the Shieldlands and, or is it the Shieldlands, or is it, I don't think it's, oh no, it's Horn Society, not the Shieldlands. This is the Horn Society. And if you remember, I believe I described those hobgoblins as having on their breastplates, they had this insignia.
That's where it came
shield.
from.
Yeah. So you're thinking it's
So the hobgoblins are from that city?
They're from this country. From this section.
But not, okay, but that's just like kind of on the border of where we're going to. That's not the city that we're going to.
Right, exactly. No,
Okay.
you are going to this city, which is actually a part of the kingdom of Furiandi.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, you're not heading behind enemy lines to make
To
your
deliver
way.
the children.
Yeah. They're all little hobgoblins. We all know it. Damn hobgoblin children. So, yeah. So as you approach the walls and the roads, you start seeing that there is more congestion. There are more people, and you find that every so often people will pass you heading probably what you can gather heading towards the farms to your south. You do see some like carts that are carrying goods and things And you're thinking that they may be going further south. Of course, you get some waves from people and...
South as in south from where we just came?
Yes. You're thinking maybe all the way to Critwall, that these are goods that are going there.
I'm going to do my best to give them warning, telling them, careful, hobgoblins ahead.
All right. They look you over and thank you very much for the heads up. And as you get ready to cross under the portcullis of the city gate, one of the guards there hear you and says, "Hey, did I hear you say something about hobgoblins to the south?"
You did, good sir.
It's like, oh, are you all right?
We've lost four of our teamsters here, but good portion of us are still alive and kicking.
Oh, it's good. It's good to hear. You may want to check in with Magistrate and let him know so we can put out a general warning, but I'm going to let everybody else leaving here know that about your warning. Thank you, sir, for helping us out.
I'll also tell them about the roadblock, and once they get to the roadblock, kind of give them more detail. Like once they hit the roadblock, that's where they tried to ambush us, so be wary.
I'm gonna message Cleric Apton. Tell them that we force them to retreat and not return.
Well,
I don't remember you specifying don't return.
I said,
yeah,
fuck off and don't come back.
That's an interesting way of doing that spell.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion. Is
well, no. I'm saying because I was reading it and it said if the task takes if the task takes less than 8 hours, then once they finish it, they do whatever they want again.
Right.
But saying don't come back means you're getting the max amount of time off of it, which is a cool way of putting it.
Right. So, but
So
it only
Rose
worked
will be
because
safe
he
for
was a
8 hours.
captain. Yeah.
So once I get this message from Armos, I'm going to message him back and say, be sure to disguise or cover yourself.
Yeah. So if we're at the city, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna use disguise self, which lasts an hour.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna look like a tiefling at all.
Okay. Sounds very good. All right.
And I'll inform the guard that we did have a spellcaster discourage them from returning back to that spot for at least several hours. Well, I'll say 5 hours, so that there's no chance that they expect it sooner.
Okay. Yes, the guards thank you for your heads up, and you all start making your way into the city proper. From what you can kind of figure out, you're still I think you're still about a day ahead of schedule. So that really is good. Even though with all the situations that you've had to deal with, you were still able to make good time.
Good. So we are inside the walls now, correct?
Right. Yeah, you are actually inside of a walled fortress city. And you do see that there's like a marketplace. It's not as big as, say, Critwall or, of course, Greyhawk, but you do have areas that, are for a market. You do have like a guild where they do armor and weapons and things, that repairs and stuff. You have folks who repair carts, who make barrels, coopers, folks like that. And there are also inns and taverns. So if you...
We are going to be staying here for the night, I'm assuming, or at least maybe a night or two.
That would be totally up to you all.
Well, for now, I'm going to once we get to a spot where we can stop. Obviously, don't want to stand in the middle of the road because we're not tourists at Disney. I'm going to call the other Teamster up to me because we only have 2 left. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only have 2 Teamsters left.
I'm going to give them each 2 gold.
Okay.
And I'm going to give the one that rides with me, I'm going to give him the 2 teeth. I'm going to tell him, go get these turned into 2 separate necklaces for me, and the rest you 2 can keep and go spend it on whatever you want. Just get the horses. Go get the horses settled as well before you enjoy the funds for tonight.
Okay. They thank you, and you can see that they're said, sir, what would you like for us to do with the deceased? I was thinking we could turn them over to a local temple, and maybe they could prepare them properly.
I'll give them each another gold, or I'll give the one that I ride with it, 2 more gold, and tell him to make sure that all of them are buried well, and that letters are sent home to their families.
Okay. Yeah, that's Henrik is your
thank you.
Your Teamster. So he says, of course, thank you very much, and he takes it, and him and the other Teamster walk away. And you kind of feel that he was pretty straightforward with you during the trip, and he was quite helpful. So he'll do right. So, what are you planning on doing?
I'm planning on going to the Magistrate.
Okay. Very, very cool.
I don't know if Athena wants to see about getting the kids and them settled somewhere or what. And I don't know if Armos wants to. I don't know what he wants to do.
I'll look for armor. And a place to buy maybe light armor, because I don't have any.
Okay. So you probably want to look for some sort of lodgings first before everybody starts heading in all different directions. So
yeah.
So as you are making your way with your carts and the like, you pass by the merchants area or the market, and over on one side you see a tavern that looks like it's in pretty decent condition. You hear music coming from inside, and being that this is about mid-afternoon, you don't see a lot of traffic around it. There's more traffic in the market than there is around the inn, but you can see the name of the inn is the Armored Badger.
Badger, 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 magical mushroom, magical mushroom.
And so you can hear music coming from it. The windows look clean. You can look inside and see that while it doesn't, like I said, it's not all that very busy at this point in time, but at least it looks like a type of place that would probably have, you're hoping, good rooms. So, Athena, are you going to check it out?
Sure.
So with Helenta and the children in tow, you all walk in, and you see a half-elven woman standing off to the side there. And as soon as you walk in, she takes notice of you and walks over, carrying, looks to be just a wooden board. You're thinking, of course, it's probably the menu. So she says, welcome to the Armored Badger. Would you like a late lunch or an early dinner? How can I help?
What do you have for rooms?
She says, rooms we have. We just had a couple of rooms clear out this morning. So hold on one moment. And she walks back and checks, and she says, yes, I have 2 rooms. Both can usually, there's 2 beds in each room. Do you need more?
How many do you think we need?
Well, I'm assuming 3, 4, 5 rooms. We each get our own room. The 2 kids and the one and Helenta can all be in one, and the 2 Teamsters can be in their own.
Okay.
Are we going to leave the kids alone with Helenta?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Helenta's their caretaker.
I'm assuming this place is going to be well fortified to where we don't have to worry about somebody randomly trying to sneak in and kidnap them, like on a boat.
Right. Right, exactly. So, We've
only got 2 rooms, so...
Yeah, the half-elven woman says, hold on one moment. Let me see if there's any way that we can accommodate you. And she walks back to the back, and you can hear her chatting with a, it sounds like a gruff male voice coming from the behind probably the kitchen area. In a couple of minutes, a half-orc gentleman walks out, just towering half-orc gentleman, and he says, hello. So you need more rooms?
If you've got them to spare, big fella.
He looks at, 2 gold per night per room. I can make that happen.
It's 10 gold.
Sounds a little steep, but I assume we don't have much choice, so we'll take you up on it. And I reach my hand out to shake. He
looks down and says, yes. And he this just gigantic hand comes down and just sort of it would be easy for him just to just take your entire body and just like lift it up, but he's you can see he's actually very gentle, and he uses his fingers like this and shakes your hand like so.
So I need him to. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a touch attack against him.
Wait, what?
I'm fucking dude. It'd be funny though, wouldn't it?
That would be something, yeah.
No, okay.
Is this one of your more fun necromantic spells where he has to make a wisdom save or drop dead?
Yes. No. I'll go ahead and reach in and pull out. I'll pay him for the one night and tell him I'm not sure if we're staying another, but if we are, I'll be sure to see you.
He's like, yes, thank you. Just let me know what you need. And he kind of sort of walks past you all, and he starts heading up the staircase where you can believe that is where the rooms are. And he said, he says, give me 5 minutes to clear rooms.
We're getting people kicked out.
Yeah. And so you're thinking, that sounded weird. And the half-elven, the young half-elven lady says, oh, no, don't worry. I'll make sure that those rooms are properly cleaned. We did have a couple of people who were staying well past their want. And so he's going to go take care of that right now. And as you're walking back out, to get your things and stuff, you can actually hear doors slamming open and the shrieks of people probably being either handled poorly. So
yeet them out the room.
Yeah, yeet them out. Yeah, so after a couple of minutes you see that there are 3 there's 2 gentlemen scruffy-looking humans who, with their bags in tow, walk out, casting dispersions behind them, using their Anglo-Saxon expletive words to show their disdain. And the last one is and actually a relatively well-dressed elven woman, which
God damn it.
kind of just doesn't make sense. She's actually dressed quite well, but make a perception check.
All of us.
I hope Armos fails.
Apton and Athena, as she brushes, as she just kind of walks past, you kind of realize that maybe she, even though she is very well dressed and very probably she's, she has her finery on and stuff, that she may be of a woman of ill repute.
A whore.
Yes, for those folks who do not know what a woman of ill repute is, she's a whore.
$1 a dime.
Wait, did you say half elf or elf?
Elven.
Oh, I was going to say maybe it was Xenophora.
No.
Xenophia?
No.
No, she's not working these streets?
No.
That would
She's
be
about 200 years in the future.
And it would also be a different world.
Not to mention.
I'm gonna call.
So I just don't notice her, huh? Here's 3 on perception.
Yeah, I think you were probably more concerned with something else. Maybe there was a the hoot of an owl. You never know with you.
I was
He's looking
checking the
around
dance
for
help
more
out.
water nymphs.
Yeah.
Um,
Checking the rivers.
I'm gonna look at Athena and Armos and say we're a day ahead of schedule. How do you guys feel about staying here for 2 nights instead of just the one, to give the 2 Teamsters we have time to relax and everybody else to just kind of mellow out a little bit before we go back on the very long trail? Well, actually, yeah.
We're
Kind of
on
worried
a
that if we
mission.
take a day to relax, it's gonna come back and bite us in the butt.
Yeah, we're on a mission. We're ahead of time. That's cool. We've had multiple kidnap attempts. Relaxing's
I feel like we're gonna need that time,
right.
I just don't want to burn these last 2 Teamsters out.
Well, we
So-
should probably hire more Teamsters at least.
I don't know how that works with this being a diplomatic mission. I don't know if we can just hire some random ruffian off the street and say, "Hey, you wanna be of honest nature and carry forward."
Yeah. But I don't think slowing down for a couple of nights is going to make their survivability better.
No, I'm just
Or
trying
our
to
survivability.
let them at least relax a little bit, maybe get smashed or drunk or spend a night somewhere to where they can really relax and enjoy themselves instead of being so tense the entire rest of the ride. And
I'll just disguise myself as a woman and get them off. What do you want? We got a mission.
all right, well, I was just putting it forward and making it an option before I said something to anybody else, because I'm sure those kids are probably a little bit restless sitting in that cart for days on end.
Yeah, you
Probably,
you are
but
right.
we can have fun in town, but not stay a second night. That makes sense.
Well, if we're here at half a day, they spend a half a day running around, sleep, get up at crack of dawn and leave, because we don't want to be traveling at night intentionally.
True.
So it's either we stay the night tonight, leave tomorrow morning and head out, which means nobody gets a full, real, relaxed time, or we stay late the next day and then leave late in the afternoon and then have to travel more at night because we're only getting half a day's ride in.
Okay. Well, is this town sort of like a friendly, there's plenty of amenities? Or is it just like a military base and a bar?
No, it's actually, it has farms, it has, civilian culture, but it is a walled city. So, you can shop, you can, there's, like I said, there's a merchant district. You're not going to find everything that you would find in like Greyhawk or even Critwall, but you will be able to find certain things. If you're looking for armor, if you're looking for weapons, there may even be some small amount of magic, like a magic shop or something that you can peruse as well.
Cool.
So, and of course, the Armored Badger is not the only inn in town, but it was the first one you came to that looked relatively in decent shape.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
It's just up to you guys. I'm just putting it out there that it might be nice for them to kick back a little bit, relax, and not be so uptight the rest of the trip and on edge. But if you guys feel that it's more beneficial to move forward, then I'm all for it. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll shop around and have fun.
Okay.
For a whole day?
Well, I'm sure that they've got music here, so I'm sure there's entertainers at this inn to where we can, see different entertainment, maybe sleep in, eat good meals, go perusing around the shops, just a window shop if nothing else, just...
Yeah, to actually have a day without having to eat trail rations.
Worry about hobgoblins killing your driver of your cart.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So,
once we're in agreement, if we're doing this, I'm going to go ask Helena if that's something she's interested in doing as well. Because if she says, no, we're on a strict schedule, we need to move forward, then I'm not going to, bring it forward to the, Teamsters. Because we do have to kind of stick with them to give them some cover.
Right. So, yeah, if you approach Helena, are you going to do it then, or are you going to wait till dinner? Because I guess everybody's going to eat dinner together.
I'll probably do it now, because I'd rather be able to give the gold to the half-orc before he decides that we need to be tossed out, too.
Okay. So, like I said, she is standing there. The children have got their luggage and items off the cart, and she is helping them carry them into the Armored Badger. And you catch her as she steps into the door. And so, what are you saying?
I have spoken with my comrades, and we are wondering if you would be interested in staying not just for tonight, but also for tomorrow night, giving you, the kids, and the Teamsters time to decompress before we head back out on the road on our journey, stopping not sure exactly when. I'm sure I know, but...
She she says, oh no, of course. No, we would definitely want to stick with your company. You all have proven thus far to be, quite our saviors. So please, we definitely want to continue on, and we'll be more than happy to work with your schedule. That we're not in any greater hurry than probably you yourself.
All right, very good. Then I will make accommodations for tonight and tomorrow, and you and the kids and all of us will just have some time to have fun, as much as can be done inside this walled city, and meet you here for dinner, if not sometime later.
She agrees and is like, "Oh, thank you so much, Cleric Captain. You and your party have been such, I mean, just, if it had not been for you, who knows where we would be at this point in time. Hobgoblins usually do not look very kindly upon just spare travelers, as you see. And no, thank you. So we will definitely be here for dinner." So she gathers the children, and they are now standing at the foot of the staircase as the giant half-orc man looks on, holding the 5 keys to the rooms that you have requested.
I'll take one key and give it to Helenta and say, "This is for you and the children." And I will, as I take the keys, I'll hand the half-orc and another 5 gold, or another 10 gold, and say, "And good sir, what is your name?"
He looks down and says, "My name is Fordar."
"Well, Fordar, here's the other gold. We will be staying for 2 nights if you can accommodate us."
Yes, your gold good here." He looks down. He says, "Sherry, take good care of you." He looks over at the half-elven woman, and she just nods, and she says, "Oh yes. What if there's anything that you need, if there's any linens that you require, just please let me know, and I will make sure that they're brought to your rooms."
And I'll give a key to Armos and to Athena and say, "Here are your keys, and I will look out for the Teamsters to give them their key."
Okay, so you hand out their keys, and the children and Helenta head up and put away their things and freshen up a little bit before they make their way back down, and also to kind of explore the city. So what are you all planning on doing?
I do plan on going to the Magistrate. I know I'll tell them that. I'll say, if you guys want to go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do, I will go to the Magistrate to inform them of the Hobgoblin issue and of anything, and see if there's any information they can give us about moving forward, if there's anything up ahead. And then I'll also be going to see if I can find a Temple of Cord here.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you proceed to the Magistrate's office?
Well, I want to see what they're doing first before I go leaving.
Okay. Who? The Helenta
Athena and Armos.
Athena and Armos. Okay. Athena, what are you up to? You've just been handed your keys to your room.
I don't have anything specific I need done, so I'll just go up to the room and take a rest.
Okay. And Armos?
I'm thinking I don't want to buy any armor. Seems to be a lot of penalties with it. But I'll go to a magic store and see if I find anything there of interest to me.
If you're going to go shopping, Armos, would you be interested in trying to sell some of the goods we have extra? See what we can come up with on coin and put that in our coffers?
Yeah, I can try and put my charisma to good use here.
I will go ahead and post in the chat what we have to sell.
All right. Whatever he has to offer, I'll take and try to sell.
All right. So Athena, you are taking a rest in your room. Armos, you are getting ready to head into the town proper to sell items. And Apton, you are heading off to the magistrate's office. Which you find, it's not too far away from the town center. You see it's a very official-looking building made of wood and stone, and it has a hanging sign out front. Kind of looks like an Old West sheriff's department. And you walk up, and the doors are open, and inside is sitting a looks to be a soldier who is sitting at a desk, who immediately looks up and says, "Hello, how can I be of help for you today?"
He's looking up. How short is he?
I will. You're a mouse folk. That's true. So he's looking down upon you and said, "Hello, how can I help you today?" You can just see, you can hear just he's like so bored. Hello.
I'll say, good day, sir. I needed to talk with the magistrate about some hobgoblin attacks and other issues we ran upon the road locally.
Oh, of course. Unfortunately, the magistrate's out, but I will be happy to take your report. Please, take a seat, I suppose. And you find a chair sitting next to the desk, sort of like what you would see in like I said, a police department, where they're questioning someone, or not booking someone, but just questioning someone, getting their information or taking their statement. And he says, right, and your name is, sir?
My name is Apton Philip Mullins.
Are you a local?
No, sir. I am on a diplomatic mission, an envoy, to Critwall. Critwall? Yes, Critwall.
You've already went past Critwall.
No, where are we going?
Well, you're going to Chindle, but eventually
Chindle,
are going to the Velvet Empire.
I knew it started with a C.
Yeah, one of those places.
Yeah, somewhere.
So
South Carolina,
he
North
says,
Carolina.
"Oh, do you have your papers, sir?"
I will pull them out of my little mouse pouch.
Your mouse pouch? And he takes a look at it and says, Oh, you've been on quite a long journey, sir. Started out in Greyhawk, eh?
Yes, sir.
Interesting. So he folds it back up and hands it back over to you, and he takes out his pen, and he says, "So you said hobgoblins. What type? Are we talking about just a small group, or are we looking at maybe a platoon size? What are we talking about?"
Originally, it was 6. We killed 5. 1 got away. Then closer to Barduck, we ran into a attempted ambush of another 4 with a warg, and we slaughtered the warg. And we had a spellcaster and discouraged them from bothering us any longer. And then we made it here, and they might be a little angry and might be patrolling the roads a little bit more, trying to seek some revenge upon us.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Thank you very much for letting me know about that. And I will pass this on to the magistrate as soon as he returns. Is there anything else you needed to add?
There is a roadblock where they attempted to ambush us. It was easy enough to go around, but it may cause issues with people in the future if it's not cleared out. And does he have a map by any chance on his desk? Or
he has one on the wall behind him.
I'll go ahead and hop off the chair, walk over, and use point up at the map using my... I have something here. Where is it? My belaying pin, which is like a club.
Oh, okay. Laser
and
pointer.
just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use Sacred Flame and I'll point to where it's at. And I'll just kind of reach up and point to where the roadblock was, where we were attacked. And then I'll also tell them about where the spider's den was, even though it's not really that close to them, but just giving them fair warning to inform travelers south.
Okay. Yeah, so he takes everything down and he says, "Okay, this sounds like good information. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to come in and tell us about it. Are you heading back that way, or you said you were heading to Chindle, yeah?"
Yes, sir. We are also carrying some what's the word? Some VIPs with us as well.
Oh.
And so it would be, if you could give us any information about the road ahead of any issues that might be that way, or you can find us. We leave in 2 days. We'll be at the inn that I remember the name of, but I can't tell you at the moment because it slipped my the Badger, the Armored Badger.
Armored Badger, yeah. He looks and says, "Well, let's see. If you're heading to Chindle, most likely you're going to take the road west to Terlesian. Once you're Terlesian's a good-sized city, so it's a city not too on the border with the Crystal Reach. You'll probably proceed from there to Moat Shield." And there has not been any reports of any undue or problems along the way between Tillicine and Moat Shield. So I don't see you having any problems. Actually, it's a very good road, and you shouldn't have any issues along it at all. I wish I could be of more help.
Well, as long as there's not been any issues known to you, then I will take that as fruitful news and be upon our way to visit the rest of your fine city.
Mm-hmm. He points at the map and says, "Yeah, if you're right here in Barduk now. Tomorrow you'll make it all the way to Terlesian, and then from there you will take that road to Moat Shield, which is right over here."
So we should encounter less hobgoblins if we're going away from the border.
Exactly.
Unless they're hunting us.
Right. Okay, so you proceed from there out, or did you want to ask him about, being that he is a local, maybe he would know where a Temple of Cord is?
Yeah, I guess I could do that instead of aimlessly looking for them.
He says, yes, there is definitely a temple. It's just off of the market square. You're not too far away from it at all. So if you would just, once you leave here, make a left. It is only about a block and a half away. You can't miss it.
Well, I appreciate it again, and if you guys need us, you'll know where to find us.
Well, thank you again, sir, for your report. All right, and so you leave. All right, Ricky, you've gathered the items, and you've talked to one of the teamsters, because there is so many items that you have that you will not be able to carry them. You are not strong enough to carry 5 sets of banded armor. That's just not going to happen today. So
unless I enhance myself. Let's see.
Are you going to enhance yourself?
Enhance ability, Bull's strength. Advantage on strength rolls, and carrying capacity doubles. Would that be enough?
What are you doing again? You said Bull strength, right?
Yeah, enhance ability. What? I also get
temporary hit points.
Yeah, so I get temporary hit points, and it gives me share the whole spell. There we go. So I can choose to enhance an ability, and I'm choosing to use Bull's Strength.
Okay. Yeah, if you use Bull Strength, you would definitely be able to do that. And
Cool.
And as you were standing there, you're casting your spell. You make a perception check.
Surprise, motherfucker.
9.
9. Jeez. Okay. So as you're gathering up the items and things of that nature, you unfortunately fail to notice anything that
may have happened.
May have actually happened, but
I'm just living in my bubble.
Yeah, you are. Athena, would you please do a perception check?
Save me.
Athena's actually asleep. So
I said I was tired, man.
yeah,
I shifted. I got to recover from that.
Athena was tired. She had somebody, throw a javelin at her, and she had to stop some horses from stampeding. So hey, the girl needs a break. So the end result was that nobody noticed, and that's okay. As you walk off towards the marketplace with your banded armor and all of your assorted weapons. Yeah. And so I think this is probably a good enough time to bring the session to a halt. We are at 8:30. So even though we got a kind of a late start today, I'd like to thank those who stuck with us and who came on later. I'm immediately, as soon as we get done, I'm going to go back and I'm going to test and make sure that the audio is all good and fine and great. And I believe it is. It looks like everything is good. I'm going to do some more tweaking with the cameras. Make sure that we have good cameras next time. But I think the Roll20 having its own little source instead of a scene worked out just as well as it would. I think it worked out fine. But I am interested in seeing if there are other virtual tabletops that might work also with D&D Beyond. Yeah, that would be really good because unfortunately it seems that Roll20, either it's me or something, I don't know, it just seems to have some issues. So alrighty, but before we leave, I want to thank you all, my intrepid players, for showing up. Yeah, and even though we had a rough start today, we did get off and we did get it running. I'd like to thank Anna B. Meyer for the use of her wonderful online Greyhawk maps. That is annabmeyer.com, so make sure to visit her if you get a chance. Also come in over and visit us on Facebook at Mystic Syndicate. Just look us up from there. We're also on Reddit, so please check us out over there. Tell us tell us a little bit about yourself. And if you need to reach out to us, we also have an email that is tmsynd, TMSYND @gmail.com. All right. Well, folks, we're going to say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Until next time.
Okay.
Buenos nachos, peoples of the interwebs. This episode.